hopefully music is good, or hopefully audio isn't too loud or anything. What's up everybody? We're going to be working some more on this piece from last time. Kind of got a lot more done than I thought I was. There's still a lot of work left to do, a lot of detail to do. All these chains, probably going to work on that for this part. I think that's probably going to eat up a lot of time. I managed to get the stuff done in the background, but the stuff that's in the foreground is, well, I mean, that doing that last time was pretty time consuming. I think that ate up like close to like 45 minutes or so, I think. So yeah, I think doing this part in the foregrounds will eat up a lot of time. But if we finish that, we'll do the hair and stuff. Guess I'll just show everybody what's going to look like. It's all animated and everything. Just as this little glare part here is a longer animation than the rest of it. So yeah, you see. But yeah, I'm gonna be working on this tonight. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, if the audio levels are no good or whatever, if somebody could let me know in chat. I don't know if I've had problems with that before, but I think we're good. It was all good last time, so nothing changed. So yeah, gonna go ahead and jump in on this. Let's see here. So there's that part. I guess we can go ahead and drop out this. So it's not good. Copies of all this stuff last time. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started on this chain part. And see just how much we can get done tonight, I guess. Alright, here we go. We can go ahead and close the timeline, so we're not doing any animated stuff right now. And we will eventually turn off this. Eventually turn this off too, but I guess I'll just leave it on for now. Alright. Actually, there was something I wanted to do before I forget. And I was gonna see what this looked like if I sort of added some extra lines in. Yeah, if the music is too low too, let me know, because I think this is a little bit lower than. Maybe turn that up just a tiny bit, but I don't want to drown myself out, and it's happened before, so. Alright, anyways. Let's see how that looks. That's necessary. I want to see what it looked like, but I don't think we need it, so alright, nice. like hopefully doing this chain part doesn't become too repetitive or like tedious. Everything on stream is, I mean, if it fails, it might even go like halfway through and change it up and start making a different part, just because it is going to be pretty repetitive, I think, but there's a lot of it to do, but yeah, we still have a decent amount to because with the hair and I just need to do that, and then this is all going to be like animated and stuff, so we'll do that separate. Stick with this for now, I guess. since we're gonna cross over the body here, we can go ahead and turn this layer off because otherwise it'll get kind of confusing. We can go ahead and drop that down. So, yeah. just looking at this here because it sort of like curves a little bit. Looks like I don't have a problem with it yet. I'm wondering if I need to straighten that out a little bit. I don't know, I feel like I can come back and touch up on some of this stuff, but once it's all done, I think I have a better idea if it looks weird or anything. Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, as usual, man. Let me know if like the audio is good or whatever. I think it should be fine, but never know. I'm always like super fucking sketched out about that since that one time. Oh, the audio had like completely drowned out the fucking mic, and I didn't know until I literally finished an entire 3-hour long stream and went back and watched the VOD. And like I'm watching the video and like yeah, I was like, you know, the first few minutes go by or whatever, and I'm just like, yeah, this is no good. It's like I can like barely sort of like hear myself kinda in the background, but the music was just so loud. And then like, you know, like I said, it was like a whole like 3 hour long stream. So I start just like, whatchamacallit, just start like tabbing through the video, and it's just like, dude, just like this, the feeling of dread just like washes over me as I realize that the whole fucking video is like that. And like, yeah. And then to like make matters worse, they got flagged for copyright shit. Well, I don't know, it didn't really matter, I guess, because I deleted the fucking bot anyway since you couldn't hear me. Yeah, I don't think I told you about the copyright though, but like, yeah, it got flagged for copyright. So I mean, I deleted it anyway, so it didn't really fucking matter. But I was still like, Jesus, it's just so fucking cursed. Like, but I did notice though that when I delete the, there was some, it was the Jet Set Radio music, but I guess there's like some of that music on that soundtrack is done by like actual artists. I mean, there's a Rob Zombie track, but that wasn't on there. But yeah, I guess like some of the other shit is done by like an actual artist too, and that shit got flagged. But the cool thing is though, is that once I deleted the VOD, the copyright strike went away, which bodes well for the DJ stream thing. That I've sort of been wanting to do, because that's what I heard is basically as if is basically that Twitch can only detect the copyrighted material. Yeah, so nothing really. There's no real way to find out what's copyrighted and what's not. Pluto was telling me that they noticed that some of their stuff, some of the stuff that was on her playlist has been getting struck, I guess, or whatever, all of a sudden when it wasn't before. So she took some of that shit off the playlist. But yeah, the one thing I've been trying to keep an eye on is if you go to like, because I just use like video game music, you know, I'll find Twobbler, I don't know anything about that. What is that but I did notice though that like you know, because YouTube will make you basically like trying to think of what the word is for, but they basically make you put in the video, or it's sort of automated, they'll put in the video if there's copyright shit on there. So I've been trying to keep an eye and see if whatever I'm playing has that on it, and if it does, I obviously won't use it, you know. But I guess they've been cracking down a lot more on that shit, which sucks. But yeah, I did notice though that like if you delete the VOD, that they don't flag it anymore, which is a good sign for like doing the DJ stream stuff, because I basically read that like Twitch can only detect copyrighted material in the VOD, like once you finish your stream and the stream is like uploaded into their, you know, database or what the fuck ever, that's when it's actually scanned. They can't scan it in real time. Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out though, because I've been wanting to do that and put what's being played, like especially when the DJ stream thing, I want to do that. So I'll make a note of that and fucking check that out after stream. But yeah, so I guess that is the deal though, is that Twitch can't scan in real time for copyright. They basically do it when you're done and you finish and it's uploaded into their database or whatever. So like what I was reading is that if you turn off the VOD, I use OBS, and then I use Streamlabs. There's a Streamlabs add-on that I use. It's called Stream Labels. That shows that's how it shows who the followers are and stuff like that. But I do need to like get I haven't done any scripting stuff yet, but I need to, because that's how you can do like the shout out commands and all that kind of shit, and I don't have any of that right now, so I do need to do that. What was I saying there? But yeah, like either way though, like Yeah, I guess it's good that I kind of confirmed that that's the deal, is that they don't seem to scan the video in real time for that kind of shit. And because once I deleted the VOD, the copyright strike went away. So if I do the DJ streams, hopefully that's how it works, and I can just turn off. There's an option to turn off VODs and turn off clips. And people are saying that's basically how you do if you want to stream. If you want to do like DJ stream stuff, that's how you do it. You turn off that shit, and then it basically won't get flagged because they don't have a chance to flag it. So unless they suddenly fucking are able to start detecting it in real time, which I'm sure they're trying to do anyway. I mean, it's just a matter of time, I guess. Yeah, it's getting fucking hard out here, bro. Fucking, it sucks, man, because I remember like watching Twitch back in the day, and I mean, not even back in the day, just like a couple years ago. That shit just really started like last year, the year before. But they really started cracking down on all that shit. You used to be able to just play whatever the fuck you wanted. Which, I mean, I don't know, that's kind of fucking whack, man. I don't even understand, like, I fucking hate copyright shit, man. It's just so whack. But yeah, I made note of that Twobbler thing. I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, there are options. You can attain a license to play certain. Like when I started looking into the DJ stream stuff, I did like a ton of research into all that, and yeah, there is. You can get a license. You basically like go to certain websites that allow you to play certain music libraries. Sometimes it's like owned by the recording labels, sometimes it's just like an independent thing, and actually too, man, that's how you like, because that was something I always wondered, like how the fuck do these people who make like remixes, or like even if you're just a DJ, like how did these people get the stems, you know, like, you know what stems are and shit, I'm sure, right? Like, but I always wondered like how the fuck they got that, and that's like how you do it, is if you attain one of those licenses, that's basically gives you access to all that kind of shit. And yeah, it's like you basically can pay for a license, and then you can stream whatever is in their music library. Like, and that's definitely like, yeah, sort of like the, I guess the preferred way to do it if you're like an actual DJ or like a producer or whatever, and you want to do remixes and shit, or do like actual, you know, like a fucking curated type playlist or whatever, you know, like where you, because I mean that's how you would do it, you know, it's like you separate out, you got the individual stems and shit, so you can separate out like the bass or the fucking percussion or whatever, and that's how you get those like real professional mixes where people like mix the tracks together like real well and shit, you know, which that's cool. It's cool I learned that that's how you do it, because that's something I was always interested in back in the day, but I just don't feel like I have the time to fucking do anything like that. But it is cool to know that, though, you know, like, I don't think that's, yeah, it's just something else. Well, I don't know, that is technically, But yeah, I've always been like a big fan of the fucking, you know, that like real, like, you know, not just like basically like using Tractor or whatever the fuck to just like string a bunch of songs together, which is all I would probably be doing anyway. But like, but you know how you like actually will like blend together tracks and shit, and like beat matching and all that kind of shit. Like, yeah, I got like real big into like, you know, fucking DJs that would do that shit, or producers that would do that. Like, there's a couple people that do like real sick mixes, man. Flight Facilities, I don't know if you ever heard of them. Like, they do real sick shit like that. Like, And this dude like Russ Chimes that I used to follow, I don't even think he really makes music anymore, but he used to do some real sick fucking yeah, shit like that, where he would put out these playlists and like it was all like real well, you know, mixed together and shit, like real well mixed together real well, like you know, he'd like actually blend the tracks together and shit, which that definitely takes like real skill and like real fucking time to do all that shit, man. Like, but also obviously like real money, because you need to be able to pay for all those licenses so you can get all the stems and shit. Like, yeah, I knew this doing this chain was gonna be so fucking time consuming, man. It's like already been almost an hour and I've barely even fucking. Oh shit, I don't know. I guess I made it farther than I thought. I was like totally in the zone there. It's not too bad, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's been an hour and that's as far as I made it. So I still have all this part to do. Like I was saying when I first started tonight, I might like mix it up and take a break from doing the chains, because yeah, it's definitely gonna get tedious. But I feel like it's also one of those things where I just sort of like get in the rhythm of doing it, and then yeah, like next thing I know, made all this progress and I didn't even realize it. Oh shit. Damn, I didn't even know you could fucking do that. Man. That's pretty sick. So you can basically stream your like iPhone camera then, I guess, with that. I mean, right? I'm definitely noticing, like, I noticed it earlier, but yeah, this needs to go. This is like, yeah, it's just completely yeah, it doesn't go with the flow. Redo this real quick since I noticed it. Cause yeah, I wondered too, like how the fuck would you get, like the thing that I'm interested in is how you would be able to do like, there you go, I was just gonna ask about the GoPro, like that's what I wonder is how the fuck do you get the GoPro, how do you get like OBS or whatever to recognize the GoPro footage, like, but I've seen people do it, or at least I think they're doing it. I don't think they're just using a fucking iPhone or whatever, but maybe they are. Fuck it. I mean, because I guess I've seen that too. Now that I think about it, but yeah, I mean, it definitely seemed like. Yeah, because I know for sure when I watched when I was watching like people do like IRL streams, like they were just using their iPhone or whatever to do it. But yeah, I don't know anything about that, dude. What even is that exactly? Like, Is that just like how you get the HDMI footage into the computer or whatever? Because yeah, I've looked into doing that before too, because like that's how you can stream like consoles. I don't know if that's the same thing as an HDMI encoder, but there's like a capture card that you can get that basically just like puts an input. Okay, damn, holy shit. Okay. Damn, that's not, yeah. I guess this all makes sense though, because that's why like a lot of those IRL streamers will have like an entire, they basically carry around a backpack rig. Like, you know, obviously you don't see that shit on stream, but I've seen, yeah, a couple of the streamers that I used to watch, they went to that TwitchCon thing back in the day when that was a fucking thing, and they would have like, they would basically have another person following them around with the backpack rig, and I guess that has all that shit in it. Like, yeah, that makes sense. I knew there had to be like a fucking, essentially like a media server or whatever. It's like your own personal like media server that all that's being streamed to, and then I guess that's what that HDMI encoder thing kicks it to the yeah, it's sort of like the in between. I guess that's how it's actually happening. That's dope there. How much is all that shit there, dude? Like, goddamn. Because that's definitely like, yeah. I mean, it's like I said, I'd like to do some shit like that possibly, but I'm almost thinking the best thing maybe for now would just be, because I got the GoPro already, like maybe just take GoPro footage and then edit it and like throw it on the YouTube channel or something. Which I fucked around with shit like that before. Like, I don't know if I showed you, but I went to Richmond one time and we took a bunch of footage and like edited my own thing together, and that was kind of fun. I like made music for it and everything, but yeah, I'd like to do shit like that, you know, like travelogue type shit, you know? Like, that's the thing, it's like, you know, there's definitely the whole live component of that, you know? Janky, but we'll come back and some other shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, for sure, man. Like, oh my god, holy shit. Yeah, Jesus, dude. I mean, I suppose that's not too bad, all things considered, dude. You're definitely getting a lot of hardware there and shit. The GoPro and everything. And like I said, I've had my GoPro for a long ass time, but I fucking lost, well, I didn't lose, but I fucked up the memory card for it. And I just haven't ever gone to buy another one. But, and I wanted to get like the fucking drone for it, you know? Like, I mean, that's the thing. I feel like if I was gonna start doing that shit, that's the route I would want to go. It's like I'd love to get a drone and fucking, yeah, take like aerial footage and shit like that. But I'm trying to do way more of that shit with what I have now anyway. Like I think I was telling you last time, man, but I made a personal Instagram account, and I post up a lot of photos there and shit, and I do like a lot of like, I'll go and like find graffiti and shit around town. And fucking, yeah, oh, I'm sure, dude, for sure. There's no doubt about that shit. That's the thing about the GoPro, is that like, it's definitely like the entry into that whole kind of thing, man. Like, cause they're cheap as fuck compared to any other camera, and the quality is really fucking good. So my only real complaint is that they're all they all use that sort of like fisheye lens, you know. So that's the only real downside to it. But whatever, dude. It's like compared to what you're paying for it, like, Oh, wow. What? Damn, what? Okay, that's crazy. What the fuck? Right. Huh. Yeah, you're definitely gonna want to get like another battery or like a battery pack and shit too. I can tell you that much, man. Like, that's definitely one thing I fucking found out the hard way is like, yeah, once you start taking video and shit, photos and shit, like that shit eats up the camera battery for sure. Like I was trying to like, oh well, I still do it, but like fucking, yeah, there's like this train yard and I'll go there sometimes when I'm out doing deliveries and shit and like, okay, cool. Yeah, cause like, once I started going there and taking footage, like I started realizing that like that shit just eats up my fucking battery, man. Plus like that video size ain't nothing to fucking, yeah, that shit takes up a ton of room on the fucking phone too, like, but I mean, it's like I have a Google Drive and I just drop shit on there. There's definitely cheap alternatives and shit to like, yeah, getting the data off the phone and offloading it real quick, you know, just so you can put more shit on there, basically. This shit is janky as hell. This is like barely even connected to me. It's looking good though. To this next part, I'm gonna have to re-sketch that. It looks like shit. Got it. I'm just mad we're still not at the point where like we just have fucking like, you know, like camera glasses or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, because it felt like for a while there, man, when like Google was experimenting with all that shit, like it felt like all that was like about to fucking happen, and then it just seemed like everybody abandoned that shit all at once. Like, what the fuck even happened with all that? Like, I know there was a lot of like, there's like a lot of controversy around it and shit. Like, definitely like people didn't like the idea of like, you know, just like anyone could be recording you at any time sort of thing. But fuck it, dude. Like, if that's what you're worried about, like, man, like, pay attention, dude. There's fucking cameras all over the place. Like, what the fuck are you even on about at that point? Like, I did see something. I don't know if it was like an Instagram ad or a YouTube ad or something, but I did see where there's like a pair of glasses that have cameras built into them that they were selling. But I don't know if they're fucking any good. I mean, shit, that is true too, man. Maybe it's just not lucrative. It's not a lucrative market, so they were like, why are we gonna bother to fucking manufacture this shit if we can't use it? That could definitely be something in that, man. It's very true. It's just been crazy seeing Twitch like blow up like it has, like, I mean, did you ever watch when it was just on TV back in the day? Like, this fucking, I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like, I remember watching Justin TV when it was just literally like the most random shit ever. It would be like people streaming like cooking and like just like random shit, man. Just like, oh wow, what's that? The DGR pocket. Yeah, it was just what Twitch was before it got bought out and called Twitch. Like, it wasn't much. It's not much different than it is now, honestly, man. But it was like, it was just like, it wasn't ever geared to be specifically for video games, So you would just have people streaming completely random ass shit. And like a lot of times it was just like IRL streams of people just like hanging out doing whatever. Like I said, like a lot of the ones that I would watch was just people cooking or like, playing an instrument or something like that, Which like, it's cool to see all that's come full circle, because when Amazon originally bought Twitch, they like restricted it to be gaming only. That shit didn't last very long, but yeah, that was like one of the things. Like, that I basically stopped watching it after that, because I was like, this fucking sucks. Like, kind of miss what it used to be, but now it's back to that shit. So. I mean, I think they just realized that was just leaving money on the table. Like, there was no reason not to allow people to just stream whatever, because it's still like the only streaming fucking platform that's worth a fuck. I mean, what are those other ones? There's like that other one, I can't even remember what it's called, man, but there is that other like streaming platform, but that shit's garbage. Like, I tried to fucking watch shit on it for a minute, and it's just, it just sucks. There's nothing on it. Like, there's that dude, that one dude who was like a huge Twitch streamer, signed like some like like exclusive contract with them or whatever, and it just totally blew up in his face. Like, it became nothing. Oh, sick. Hell yeah, dude. It's dope. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I would like to do, though. It's like some drone camera shit. Definitely feel like there's like a lot you can fucking do with that. There's like a dude that I follow on YouTube, like Pluto first showed me some of his stuff, but this dude Carpetbagger, who just basically like travels around the country and does like video, like vlogging, he just travel vlog or whatever, like, but he goes to like super like just fucking weird ass places, dude, like just the most quirky shit. And like he has a drone and will take some pretty sick drone footage. He went to some like abandoned like bus graveyard in Alabama recently and took some real sick footage. Like, that place was sick though. It's just like a giant fucking junkyard, but for buses, and like people have like come there and have like covered all the buses in graffiti and shit. It's real sick. There's like one part of it where it just looks like it goes on for like as far as the eye can see. Like, all you can see are just like this is just rows and rows of these fucking buses covered in graffiti and shit. It's like some of the most like fucking dystopian looking shit I've ever seen, man. Like, it's fucking good. But yeah, I'd love to be able to like do that and just like go to places and like record, like find graffiti and shit. And like, I feel like there's nobody who really does anything like that I've seen. There's most of the channels that I've seen that post graffiti stuff are like actual graffiti artists, so they'll sort of like post their own shit. But I haven't really seen anybody that just does like just finds graffiti and like films it and shit. And I think that could be really sick. And fucking, yeah, because like getting the drone would definitely help with that, man. Because like the train yard that I go to is I can only access like certain parts of it because there's just nowhere for me to like get the car to the other parts, and I'd have to literally walk for like miles to go like check out these other trains. But like there's definitely been days where I'll go by there and there's some sick looking shit that I just can't get to it. Like, I keep meaning to just like take a day off and just go down there and see exactly like what I can get to and can't get to, and just spend a whole day taking footage and shit. Like it's just so lax. I've never seen any kind of like security or anything down there. Like no one's ever hassled me for being down there. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's bound to happen one day, but like, I don't know, it's pretty chill. Nobody's ever bothered me before. Good on this shit. We're just done with this part of it, because how far away is the okay, so once it curves down, it's 85. Definitely need to like go in here and clean some of this up there. Just looking at it now, there's some spots where it's just sort of gets weird. Yeah, I think that's what looks way better with the once the body drop is in there. I think it's just like the chain, just having the chain in there is like it just like draws my eye to all the little like imperfections and shit. But yeah, I think it's better with that. Pop this hoodie off because yeah. As usual, the fucking radiator's been on. So yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm not even gonna pause. I'm just gonna take this off real quick. Alright, well, making good progress there with this. Not even sure what was going on here. I think I was just didn't know how to connect some of these very well. can probably do this all as one piece. I don't think I need to see layers. Yeah, I'll make this one whole thing, I think. This one so I can see this appears behind that one. This is this. We definitely have to make this part a separate layer though, because it has to be animated with that ball part. Where is that? Oh shit, okay. Alright, well we'll just split that up then. just probably take a break here. My freaking legs are getting cramped up on those fucking legs. So I think I need to raise this fucking chair up or something. Technically, you should be able to see this part behind here. So let's see if we can sort of. Looks like it changes direction, so it should be. Isn't lining up with that. Although we can move this part. Actually, do that. Let's see if we can make this work. I think. Take this part and this part. Oh, I need to cut this part off too. Alright, now if we take this and this. Yep. This one, just move it just a little bit. Yeah, I think it's probably good enough right there. Cool. Alright. Just keep going. think I'm gonna get to. Oh shit! Hey, what's up, Pluto? Oh, the music. You talking about the music? It's the Zone of the Enders. But yeah, if you're talking about the music, it's the Zone of the Enders soundtrack. Yeah, I actually forgot how fucking good it is. I've been listening to the first and the second one. Hopefully there's no, hopefully my video doesn't get flagged for copyright or anything. Although I did start to pay attention to like how, you know how like on YouTube they'll make you put in the video description that it's like copywritten or whatever, and there was nothing on there, so hopefully I'm all good. Oh, how was your stream then? I didn't even see that you were streaming until like, well, I usually take a fucking nap before, fucking totally decently. Cool, yeah. Well, I noticed too though that when I got that last strike for the Jet Set Radio music, that when I deleted the VOD, the strike went away, so. Oh shit, I'm sorry, dude. I mean, did you make good progress though, or just not at all? You just couldn't concentrate? I definitely had one of those streams where I just, couldn't focus at all, man. I felt like I wasn't getting shit done. Ended up calling that one short. I feel like that's just how it goes sometimes, though, like, No, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, that's pretty much, that's what I've been noticing too for me. Like, I'm way more productive when I'm streaming, just because it forces me to focus. I can't keep, like, going back and forth between fucking Twitter, which is, like, my big problem. That's just, like, I will literally just, like, turn it up a little bit. Alright. It's already maxed out, but hold on, let me go into the... Okay, well, I'll boost the mic too, though. I think I needed to do that anyway, if I'm being honest. It's already almost as close as it's gonna get. Like, it's so big. It's one of those snowball mics, so it kind of like, it's very awkward on a desk. Bass boost. If anything, I don't know if I wouldn't even know what bass boost would do to me. I don't know. Is that the problem? Do I have too much treble in my voice? Like, I don't know. I sort of feel like in my head it's the opposite though. I feel like my voice has a lot of bass to it, but it's just like low volume bass. Like, I'm very like soft spoken, so it's like, I don't know, it's very low, what's the word I'm looking for? Low frequency bass or whatever. Yeah, let me know if that's better though. I turned the music down and I did boost the mic in OBS. I fucking like, I keep forgetting that you can like actually like go into the settings. Cool. Yeah, I keep forgetting you can go into the settings and boost it. And whenever I've been watching the VODs, I've been noticing like it is just like naturally just sort of too low. But yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying though. Like the streaming definitely helps me, like forces me to focus and stay productive or whatever. But even then, it's like some days you're just not feeling it, dude. There's nothing fucking wrong with that though, man. You can't like force yourself to be productive with this kind of shit. Like, there was one stream where that's how it felt. Like, I just felt like everything I was doing was just garbage, and just like I was forcing myself to like draw, and it just wasn't happening. But it is definitely a big help though, altogether. Like, but yeah, I didn't even notice you were streaming until like shit. Like, well, I took like a nap before stream. I usually do that anyway, and like I woke up at like 8 and I noticed you had started streaming. But by then, like I have to start getting ready by then and shit. Like, put the kettle on and all that. Fucking gotta get my coffee, man. I can't just cannot fucking just like cannot function without fucking coffee. It's like the one thing about like doing like my weird ass like cool. Yeah, no, I mean you do sometimes though. You had before, like but yeah, that's cool though. I mean, I know how that shit goes. I've definitely thought about just like trying to stream more often, but then I have stuff that I need to do like off stream too, you know. So yeah, dude, I don't know about you, but that's like the one thing about like, because I fucking am definitely like a night owl anyway, and like I just cannot, dude. I'm just so dead to the world if I don't get some fucking caffeine in me, man. Like the other night too, well, like I was talking about this last stream, but like my fucking kitchen sink fucking broke. I don't even know how to begin. I guess I could tell the whole story, but like fucking I was talking about it last time, but like so I was doing the dishes the other night. I guess this was Thursday, right? That was the last day I streamed. Yeah, dude, the never-ending saga of plumbing problems in this fucking building. But yeah, so I was like doing dishes, and like I feel this like tapping on my foot, you know. And I'm like, what is this, you know? I sort of look down and I notice there's like water dripping. But like I sort of like look closer though, it's not just dripping, there's like literally like a small waterfall fucking oh, Jesus. It's like a small waterfall basically like pouring out of the fucking cabinet below the sink, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? So like I open up the door to the cabinet, and like I keep a bunch of plastic bags and shit down there, you know, like whenever I go grocery shopping, you know, you get the plastic bags, and like yeah, dude, it really does never end, bro. But so there was, you know, I keep these plastic bags under there or whatever for use them for trash bags, and like, dude, literally there was a bag that was so full of water that it had basically become like a water balloon, and it was just like gushing water out, and so yeah, the fucking sink in the kitchen has like sprung a leak. And so, where the fuck was I even going with this story? But so, well, so I called the maintenance people. They were busy. They couldn't come out on Friday. They're gonna come out tomorrow. But so basically, like all weekend, you know, sort of I had to do the goddamn dishes in the fucking bathroom, which is like a whole other thing. You know, that's just fucking awkward as hell. But so on Friday or Saturday, I don't remember what fucking day it was, like I couldn't sleep, and like I was like, well, I could make some coffee, but that means I'd have to clean the French press, and I don't want to, I just didn't feel like fucking doing that, man. I'd have to go in the bathroom, and you know, it's just like a whole fucking to-do at that point, and like so I was like, fuck this, I'll just run up to 7-Eleven. There's literally a 7-Eleven like a block away from my apartment. And so I walk up there, and they're fucking closed, dude. Like, which like, what the fuck is, it's like, why is 7-Eleven closed? Like, so I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, alright, well, there's another one, like a couple blocks up. So I was like, alright, well, I'll just hop in the car and get this fucking over with. So I drive up there, and that one's fucking closed, dude. Like, I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, you know, I'm just like, I'm not mad, but I'm just like determined, you know. I'm like, I came out here to get some caffeinated beverage. I want my fucking goddamn, you know, my cold brew, my fucking, I'll drink those like, they're like those Starbucks like double shot joints, like the refrigerated ones. They're fucking pretty good, and they're like loaded with caffeine too. So I'll get fucking wired off of one of those, and like, but yeah, like what the I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. Like I've never seen. Besides, like in times of emergency or whatever, I've never even seen a 7-Eleven really close like that, let alone two of them. So then, alright, oh, you got me started, so I might as well tell the whole fucking story too. But so, like, alright, so then I'm like, once again, I'm just. Tim Hortons, we don't have no Tim Hortons. What even is the Tim Hortons? Is that like a fast food place, or is that like a fucking. Is that just like a 24/7 type place, like a 7-Eleven? Oh, y'all have 7-Elevens, right? I mean, isn't that like an international thing, right? Like, oh wow, shit. That's what's up, dude. Damn, we could use some of those around here. That's for sure. Especially with like whatever the fuck is going on here. So like, yeah. So again, you know, it's like, and two, at this point, it's like almost, it's like 1:30 or it's getting close to 2 a.m. at this point. And so I was like, okay, my ass is out here. I came out here to get this thing. I'm definitely not falling asleep. I'm definitely not going back to the apartment and just like falling asleep at this point, you know. I'm like, so okay, so there's another 7-Eleven, but it's like a 7-Eleven gas station, like a little ways up the road. So I'm like, all right, I'll go to that one, because there's no fucking way that one's going to be closed, you know. And I get there, and I park the car, and I get out, and I walk to the front door, and it's fucking locked, dude. And I'm just like, because at this point, you know, I mean, you know, it's like, it's a whole to-do, man. You know, I'm putting the mask on, you know. Yeah, dude. I'm putting the mask on, you know. It's a whole fucking to-do, man. Like, and like, I'm just standing there at this point. I'm just like standing there at the door in disbelief. This is my third 7-Eleven. I'm just standing there, and I see this dude inside, and he's making this gesture, you know, the fucking gesture where, like, you sort of, like, you got the hand going across the neck gesture, you know, like it ain't happening or whatever. He's just looking at me and doing that, and I'm like, bruh, this ain't fucking happening, dude. Like, so then I'm like, all right, dude, this is just beyond fucked. So there's yeah, dude. At that point, I'm just like, bro, this is the most like cruel joke shit imaginable. I'm like, no, this is totally how my night was going anyway, you know. So I'm like, all right. There's another one. No, that's the thing. So have I. Like, I worked at a 7-Eleven before, very briefly, and I've worked at like a KFC once, and that was the same deal where it was like, man, once it's closing time or whatever, or you're closed, like, I'm not opening those doors for fucking anybody, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it just ain't gonna happen. So that's the thing, is like, I'm not mad that any of this is happening. I'm just like more baffled than anything else. So I'm like, okay, there's another 7-Eleven downtown, and like, I know for a fact there's just no way this one's gonna be closed, you know, because it's like the downtown. It's like the fucking, you know, people will like leave there's like a concert venue directly across the street from it and shit. So I know that there's just no way that one's gonna be closed. So I fucking drive down there, but of course I have to like find parking and shit, and like, I mean, it's a whole fucking thing, man. And like, of course, you know, then you just got like shady ass people just like wandering around down there and shit. I get in my car, there's this dude just like eyeing me down. I don't know what the fuck this guy's deal. It's just some dude like standing in the shadows, like perched up against this building and just like eyeing me down. I'm like, dude, what is this fucking guy doing? You know, I'm just like, I'm just trying to buy a fucking coffee, bro. Like, yeah, but anyway, so that one was open. I fucking went in there and like got my shit. But yeah, but by then it was like, it was definitely after 2 a.m. at that point. It was like close to like 2:30, but just a whole fucking goddamn fiasco, man. But yeah, fucking, yeah, I'm mad that whole story started with the sink thing. But what were you saying, bro? You said you had some plumbing problems too, like. Because, man, I tell you, dude, it's never ending for me, man. There's just like when that shit happened to the kitchen sink, I was like, dude, I swear to God, like, this has become like a once a month thing at this point. Like, I think at this point I've like hit the fucking, I've like hit some kind of like jackpot or whatever, where like literally like every fucking plumbing fixture in my apartment has had some kind of problem or one another. Like the past year, it's just been, I definitely think the whole plumbing situation in this building is reaching like critical mass, where it's just getting real fucking bad. Oh no. Oh god. Bug problems are the worst, dude. Like, what did you have though? Was it, I mean, you don't have to talk about it if it's like super awkward though, you know, like, yeah. My brother's been talking about having the mouse problems. We were literally hanging out on stream one night, and this motherfucker's like, "There's a mouse, there's a mouse at my feet or whatever." Like, it's fucking weak as hell. You like totally signed, dude. You like didn't even sign off. It just went dead silent after that, and I was like, okay, well, I guess he's taking care of the fucking mouse. Like, but yeah, like what kind of bug problems? I mean, like I say, you don't have to. If it's just you know, that shit's weird to talk about, because it's definitely, oh fuck. No. That is just pure nightmare shit, dude. They're like in the speaker and shit, like. Yeah, I feel like that's best for mice though, is the glue trap situation, just because the fucking mouse traps are disgusting. They're just so fucking brutal and leave such a nasty mess. Like, I feel like it's either gonna be the glue trap or those like complicated ass like trapdoor cages and shit that you can get. Yeah, but they're definitely better than, dude. Have you ever seen what a mousetrap does? That shit's vile, dude. Oh god, Jesus, man. I feel bad though, dude. They're definitely. I had mice in here, but oh my god, dude. The ants in the speaker is a whole other thing, because I've definitely had like. The fucking, yeah, I had an ant problem when I first moved into this building, and I've also had mouse problems, so we could like definitely. What? What the fuck is this guy on about, dude? You have ants because you have plants. I like that logic, dude. Is that really a fight? That's not a fucking thing, dude. I feel like that's one of those things where they're just like trying to find excuses to just like. But then the fact that you like, it's like, this is plastic, bro. Like, Jesus, dude. Ugh. Yeah, I remember being younger and having a problem with ants being in the fucking. No, yeah. When it reaches shit like that, it just becomes like really fucking. It's almost like traumatic, dude. It's just like, because you're just like, dude, if they're here, there's this many of them. Like, they could literally be anywhere. Like, they're gonna be crawling into my ear when I'm sleeping and shit, you know? Like, that's the shit that fucking just trips me out, man. I don't like fucking thinking about that kind of shit. Like, I don't really mind bugs for the most part, you know? But when it's that kind of shit, when you got like infestation status, like, yeah, when they're like getting inside of shit. Like, I definitely remember when I was younger and like I had some, I think it was like a Transformers toy or something, and I would bring it outside sometimes, you know. Well, not sometimes, bring it outside all the fucking time, which I guess was the problem. But like, you know, it was dirty or whatever. And I remember one time, like, yeah, there was like an ant crawling, there's like an ant crawling on it or whatever the fuck, and like. Suddenly that, like, you know, suddenly the more that I look at it, there's like a lot of ants crawling on it, and I remember like sort of like splitting it open or whatever, and there was just like had completely like infested the inside of it. It was like one of these bigger, it's like a bigger fucking, I don't know, like 13-inch or whatever the, you know, like whatever the bigger, it wasn't like a small action figure type thing, it was like a bigger figure. And yeah, that shit is so fucking, it's just so gross, dude. It's just like nightmare fuel shit. But that's the thing, when I first moved into this apartment, it had an ant problem. There's like a, in the bathroom, there's like these like, it's like basically part of the wall. There's like a cabinet that's like built into the wall, and I guess like the way that it's sort of connects to everything, like it connects down, and you know, because it's like part of the wall, and on the first floor, like I guess it's easily accessible for bugs and shit to get in there from the basement. No, yeah, that's the thing. They're definitely like, yeah. That's the thing. Ants aren't like, yeah, they're not like terrifying on their own, because like what can they really do, you know? But it's just the fact of like seeing that many at one time that freaks me out, you know? It's just, yeah, it's just kind of like, I just don't like thinking about it, because then it's just like I say, like that's the shit where you're just gonna like wake up in the middle of the night and they're just all over you or whatever, you know? It's like that's all I can think about when that kind of shit happens, man. You'll wake up in a bed of ants or whatever the fuck, dude. Like pure fucking nightmare shit. But that's sort of how, yeah, it was when I moved into this building. Like, I guess like ants had gotten in from the basement up through this cabinet, and yeah, it was like the first week that I lived here or whatever, it was just like I kept noticing them. I wasn't sure where they were coming from at first, and then there were just more and more and more of them every time I would go in there, and then oh god, oh god. Yeah, I do remember you telling me about about that, but you never went into that much detail about it. But yeah, yeah, you told me that he fucking, yeah, brought the infestation in. But I do sort of feel like that's like, you gotta control it though, because yeah, you definitely do have to stay on top of that shit, because they'll sort of, it's like the food chain situation, man. Yeah, what a dick, dude. Fucking, yeah. It's that like secondhand like asshole status, you know? It's just like every time you would tell me another story, it was like, this guy's a fucking asshole, man. But yeah, but you definitely do have to stay on top of that shit though, because it's like, it starts to become the food chain shit, where like if you got ants, then the things that eat ants are gonna show up, which I guess is like, I don't know, fucking roaches or whatever the fuck, I don't know, I mean, I don't know, but like that shit will happen though, like it's like, because that's what happened here, like a couple years ago, like, yeah, dude, for sure. There's like those fucking like red ants or like fire ants or whatever the fuck, the fucking big giant. Oh god, no, dude, no, no. Oh my god, dude, so vile. But yeah, that's basically what led to my mouse problem here, was that like, yeah, the ants gave way to roaches, and then the roaches gave way to mice, and it was just like a whole fucking thing, man. This building is just so old, and being on the first floor, the basement is like sealed off in my part of the building, and it's just completely infested with all kinds of shit down there, man. They don't fucking go down there, and you know, it's like nobody goes down there except when there's a problem or whatever, so it's just completely infested with all kinds of shit, and they got up through my fucking, through the holes in the wall or whatever, you know, and like, yeah, this was like a few years ago. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I don't even know how much detail I'm gonna go into all this, but like, it became a big fucking problem, dude. I was basically living with mice, because there was like nothing I could do, man. You know, I told the maintenance people, and after then, ever since then, they've set up traps. There's those little like black thing, I'm sure you've seen them before, those like black they're big fucking things, like they're basically mice traps or whatever. They're like all around the perimeter of the building ever since this happened. But like, yeah, dude. So I don't even remember. I'm trying to remember like what was the first time that I saw him. Okay, so okay. I'm gonna access these parts of my memory because I definitely like tried to just like forget all this shit because it was extremely fucking traumatic. I'm gonna tell the whole story. I'm gonna tell all the gory details, dude. So okay, so it started out like I said, you know, there were ants or whatever, and that got taken care of. But then like, you know, there would be like the odd roach would show up or whatever, and then I don't even know what the fuck these things are, but they're definitely endemic to the area. The only way I can really describe them is they're sort of like a cross between like a silverfish and like a millipede or like a centipede. Like they're just fucking absolutely like, they just look demonic, dude. I don't even know how else to really describe it other than say that like if there was like if you can imagine what like insects in hell would look like, this is basically what these things are. They're just like, they're fucking just evil looking, dude. So those things would show up every once in a while, and then like it started to get close to, it was starting to become winter time or whatever, so I just started noticing less and less bugs. But then I would notice like, you know, very late at night, usually when I would be about to go to sleep or whatever, or if I turned off all the lights in the apartment and I was just like watching TV or whatever, I would hear noises in the kitchen, and like I wasn't sure what the fuck it was, you know, just like tapping noises or just like, you know, and it's an old building, so I didn't fucking think too much of it, you know, at first. But then I started noticing like, you know, the fucking mouse droppings or whatever in my fucking kitchen. Yeah, dude, bruh, you ain't, it's about to get way worse, dude. So okay, so I knew that something was up, so I told the maintenance people instantly. I was like, yo, I'm noticing like there's mouse droppings, like I can hear them. I don't know where the fuck they're coming from, I don't know where they're going, but they're getting into my apartment. Like, y'all need to sort this shit out or whatever. And so like, I don't know, maybe like a week or so goes by, and like I go into the kitchen one night extremely late at night. Once again I heard these like tapping noises and shit, and I open up the door to the kitchen and I turn the fucking lights on, and there's literally like 3 mice. There's like one, and this shit is forever burned into my memory because it's literally like a scene from a fucking movie or whatever. There's one in my sink standing on top of a plate that was in the sink, and he's just looking at me, you know, and the other 2 sort of like scurry off. They sort of like went under the fucking cabinet to the sink. So the one in the sink though just didn't give a fuck. He's just staring at me, dude. He's just eyeing me. He's just eating some shit, you know, whatever though. What he's eating, cleaning this plate off, which is like, oh, I threw that shit away. But fucking this motherfucker just doesn't give a fuck, dude. He's just chilling, just hanging out with me, like looking right at me, looking cute as a motherfucker. That's the other thing too, you know. It's like, I don't know if you ever really seen them in real life, but they don't look menacing or anything. They look fucking adorable as hell. So it's just this little fucker, and he's just sitting there fucking snacking away. I'm just like, all right, this is fucking out of control, dude. You know, like I can't be living like this, dude. This is freaking me the fuck out. So yeah, I once again like called the maintenance. I was like, y'all need to like send somebody out here, like an exterminator or whatever needs to come out here. And so fucking they did. They sent somebody out. He laid like some kind of fucking traps that he said would like the mouse would eat it, and then, you know, it would go off and die somewhere or whatever, you know. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But then I would still hear the fucking noises at night. They were still coming into my fucking apartment or whatever. And so one night I hear like a bunch of fucking, just like a racket in my fucking kitchen, man. So I do the same thing as before. I run in there, I turn the lights on, and sure enough, there's this gigantic motherfucker. I mean, clearly like the brood mother or whatever, right? Like the lead rat, the head rat, okay? He's chilling. He's just this big motherfucker, dude. And like all up in my shit, man. You know, and by this point I had been like keeping all the dishes in the cabinet. I used to keep them like in this sort of like alcove or whatever, but I was trying to keep like everything where they wouldn't get access to it. And I guess this motherfucker is like trying to like eat his way through my cabinets and shit. So I picked up a can of fucking whatever, I don't know, it's probably a can of lima beans, right? So I chuck it at his fucking ass, and I definitely hit him with it, you know, but he scurries off under the fucking cabinet. And so, like, you know, whatever, dude, I don't think anything of it. A few days go by, I don't hear any more of these fuckers, so, you know, I'm like, all right, whatever, maybe this fucking nightmare is finally over. But then, man, and this is where it gets real fucking grim, dude. Y'all better buckle up for this shit. Like, I rarely tell this whole story, but I'm gonna tell the whole fucking thing. So all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, man, there just starts to become this weird odor emanating from my fucking kitchen. And, like, you know, I don't know, dude. I'm just like, well, yeah, dude. Ugh, man. So, and I'm just like, okay, like, I don't want to think the worst, but I'm starting to think that either when I hit him with that can and he's fucked up, or like the exterminator said, like, one of them ate this shit and he's dying somewhere, you know, or he is dead, or possibly, like, because that's the other thing too, I noticed once the mice started appearing, I could, like, smell the reek from the basement coming up through the fucking floor, you know, because, like, they had obviously, like, chewed a hole through the wall or whatever the fuck, so I could just smell this, like, dank, you know, this is dank smell. It wasn't, like, gross or anything, but it was just kind of, like, moldy, you know, whatever the fuck, like, it was clearly the smell of the basement, you know, just like the fucking dank ass smell of this fucking basement. Not dank in a good way, obviously, right? But so, just to clarify there, but so, like, yeah, and this just smell, you know, it's just, like, getting worse as the days go on, and, like, and it's just like, it just starts to smell putrid, you know, and I'm just like, all right, dude, like, what the fuck is going on? So I, like, called the maintenance people, I explained the situation, I'm like, I don't know what to even tell y'all to do, like, you need to, like, come out here and see, like, I think one of these motherfuckers died, like, under my cabinet or something, and I don't even know what the fuck, dude, because they never even really followed up, so I don't know if they sent somebody out or not, or whatever, but, like, a few more days go by, and it's just worse, dude, it's just, like, so bad, to the point where, like, I start to feel sick, you know, I'm just like, I like, literally just would, like, it was just hard to even go in the kitchen, you know, and like, yeah, I was, like, literally starting to feel sick, and, like, and another day or two goes by, and again, like, the smell is just, like, so bad, dude, and I started feeling, like, real fucking ill, man, like, just, like, yeah, just extremely sick, and, like, to the point where, like, yeah, I felt like I was dying. Like, I don't get sick often, like, you know, like, I don't know if I just have, like, a really good immune system or what the fuck ever, but I just don't get sick very often. When I do, it's usually pretty bad, but this was, like, I felt like I was on, like, death's door, dude. Like, I really felt like I was fucking dying, man. So, like, and again, like, I had told the maintenance people, and they didn't seem to be doing anything about this shit. So I'm like, all right, I have to take this shit into my own hands now, dude. Like, I know what the fuck happened. I saw what happened. Like, I threw this fucking can at the mouse. He went into the cabinet. He clearly is dead under there, right? I know where he's at. I need to just, like, do this shit myself. So I fucking literally went to the store, bought a claw hammer, fucking went into the kitchen. Well, first of all, I went totally fucking biohazard suit status, and, like, bought a ventilator mask and a fucking I took, like, an old hoodie that I had, and, like, completely, like, you know, sealed up the fucking hood around my face, and, like, a pair of safety goggles. I mean, my ass, I wasn't fucking around, dude. You know, I was like, yo, if these maintenance people aren't gonna take their share of this shit, like, I obviously have to take this shit to the next level, and fucking, like, just straight up biohazard, dude. I gotta, like, don the suit, you know, I gotta fucking put on the glove, just the whole thing, dude. I was, like, completely head to toe, like, covered my body in in a fucking, like, you know, the best of my ability, some kind of fucking suit or whatever the fuck to protect myself. And I took the claw hammer to the base of the fucking cabinet, ripped the base of the cabinet. Oh yeah, dude, I told you, it gets dark, dude. And keep in mind, this whole time I'm literally like, I feel like I'm dying. I literally feel like I'm fucking dying, dude. Like, but I knew if I didn't do this right then, that I felt like I was gonna die. I was like, dude, if I don't take care of this and the maintenance people aren't taking care of this, like, if I keep smelling this smell and if this dead rat is under there, like, I'm gonna die, dude. I'm gonna, like, die in my sleep or whatever the fuck, you know, like, from breathing in this, like, putrid ass fucking, it's like breathing in pure death or whatever, dude. So, like, I mean, I laugh about it, but this is maybe one of the darkest moments of my life, dude. So, like, I fucking literally take the claw hammer, ripped out the base of this fucking cabinet. Yeah, dude, ripped out the base of this cabinet. And sure enough, dude, I see him almost immediately back there, you know, way back in the back, at the very fucking back of the cabinet. I see that fat fucking rat, dude, just fucking, yeah, all curled up, putrefying under the fucking cabinet. So I don't even remember what I got to like drag him out of there, but I fucking got his corpse out of there. Literally went to the fucking I went back to the hardware store, bought a piece of like wood, sealed it all up again. Like, I just had to do all this shit myself because they weren't fucking taking it, which is like, yeah, dude, it was definitely like some dude, it was just it's like I say, I had to like laugh about it and just like, you know, like, yeah, I try not to like think about how bad this shit had gotten, because it's like, it was bad, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, man, I literally felt like I was fucking, I never felt that sick before in my life, dude. And like, just like the smell of death, dude. Like, if you've never smelled it before, let me tell you what, dude. Like, it's a real deal, dude. You know, shit, like they talk about it in movies or whatever. Like, it's real, dude. It's real. It's a real fucking thing, man. It is not something you want to be smelling. It's just like, yeah, it's almost like your body knows not to be around that shit, you know? It's like, ugh, god damn, man. I just like, that's one of those things I don't like even talking about. I don't think I've maybe told one other person the story, dude, just because like, it's, you know, it's like I almost feel like ashamed to fucking talk about it, dude. But it's like, what the fuck was I even supposed to do, man? You know, like, it was sort of beyond my control. I mean, the maintenance weren't doing shit about it, dude. Like, it's like I felt like they did, I don't know. I think I kind of talked about this last time on stream too. Like, I feel bad for the maintenance people because they're only, no, yeah, but it's like, it's just one of those things, man, when you're like living in fucking poverty like this, dude. And it's just like, I feel like there's a lot of shit that people don't talk about because they feel ashamed of it. You know, and it's like, it's fucked up that this shit goes on out here, dude. Because it's like I was talking about it last time on stream. It's like, it's not even the maintenance people's fault. It's like they're not given the budget to deal with this kind of shit. And I'm sure that they try and go and tell the landlord or whatever, and he's like, oh well, you've set up traps. We've done it on our end, you know, or whatever the fuck. Because the dude that is the fucking the fucking landlord is just like total slumlord status. Like, this dude just literally lets the buildings that he rents just fall into complete disrepair, and then he kicks everyone out and then renovates the whole place and jacks up the rent. I've seen him do it twice before. That's like totally his fucking MO. So it's like, yeah, I just feel like he's doing the same thing to this place now. It's like the plumbing situation and just like the way it got infested a couple years ago. And like, yeah, it's like he doesn't fucking care, man. Like, yeah, it's bad, dude. Like I say, I don't fucking like talking about this shit really, man, because it's just like, I mean, too, it's like, this place is bad, but it's like there are worse places, you know. I mean, doing the deliveries has definitely made me realize like how bad some of these places aren't even maintained at all, man. You know, I go to some of these rental properties to deliver shit, and it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Like, you know, I think my like landlord is bad, dude. It's like some of these people just feel like, yeah, they've just been totally abandoned, man. Like, and it's like I say, man, it's like I had to basically do all that shit myself. I mean, I had to fucking ripped out the cabinet. I had to repair the cabinet because at that point too, I was just like, man, I don't even want to fucking waste my time telling these people about this shit. Like, but yeah, it's just fucking traumatic, dude. It's just like, I definitely like, yeah, felt like real awkward or whatever about that shit. And like, yeah, fucking had a hard time. Like I said, I've never even really, I've told like one other person this shit before. You know, it's just like getting weird looks the whole time. You know, it's just like, yeah, you know what? This is just that shit where you just keep it to yourself, dude. Like, but I definitely, just to come full circle, have complete solidarity with anybody who has rat problems or infestations of any kind, because it just does, it's just sort of, it doesn't even, you know, it's not even about keeping a clean apartment or anything, you know, it's like, sometimes there's just nothing you can fucking do about it, dude. If the building isn't maintained like it's supposed to, and like, they just let it go, then there's almost nothing you can do about it, man. They're gonna get into your place, they're gonna get into your food and shit, like, and that's the thing too, especially about this older buildings, you know, like this building is definitely like over 100 years old, and like I say, there's like this basement that just is not, they just don't go down there, dude. And I've seen, they left the door open one time and I saw it, man, and it's just black mold covering all the fucking walls down there, and it's just like, man, like I'm sitting here like breathing this shit in all the time too, dude, you know, like it's just not good. It's like, I don't know how the fuck I don't have some kind of like respiratory infection or whatever the fuck after that. I don't know though, I feel like in New Orleans, dude, that's like I would kind of almost expect that to be a thing, like just because of the situation with the flooding, like the mice are gonna get to fucking okay, yeah, okay, that's true. Oh wait, what? What are you talking about? They brought him in, dude. You talking about like people importing, like importing pests into your building? Like, what's going on here? Oh god. Yeah, that's always a fucking problem with it. We definitely have that kind of shit around here. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not a problem. I mean, it's like, cause I feel bad for like street cats. You know, it's like, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's not necessarily a bad thing to feed them, but it does get out of control. Oh, that's right, dude. Yeah, you did start to tell me, right, yeah. You started to, or you have like mentioned that before, how the bed bug situation. But so somebody brought him into the building? Like, was that like a proven thing or whatever? Like, God, that's one of the things. I've never had to deal with that, but that shit is like, yeah, that's, I can't handle that, dude. Like I'm saying, like the thing, I'm not real squeamish around bugs. Yeah, well, I guess that's fucking. Oh god, ugh. Yeah, that's, man, that's bad. I mean, holy shit, dude. Like, what are you even gonna fucking do at that point? Like, I just, oof. Oh god. Jesus. But fucking, yeah, that's like, I'm not real squeamish about bugs for the most part, but like, bed bugs or just like the thought of like bugs being on me when I sleep is just not something I'm cool with at all, man. That's the part where I just freak out and I just don't like it. I can't handle it, dude. Just don't want to be a part of it. Like, want nothing to do with it. Like, there's been times where like I've woken up. I think it's only happened like twice that I can really remember, but there's been a couple times where like I've woken up in the middle of the night and I could tell something was on me, you know, like, but I've never like caught it in the act, you know, which I feel like would be a whole other thing, dude. If you like wake up and there's like literally, you just pull the sheets back and it's just straight up like some Freddy Krueger fucking whatever nightmare shit, dude. Like that's just like, I couldn't, ugh, I did, ugh. I hope that's a shit where I just wouldn't wish that on anybody, dude. I would not be able to fucking handle that. Like, I feel like that's, just let me get closer. Let me comment down like this. But so, yeah, I don't even really want to like make you answer that. But like, so I mean, did they get into your apartment and shit too? Like, I guess not. I mean, you said they only. Oh no! Oh god! Fuck, dude. Yeah, not cool. Not cool. Man, yeah, once again, like streaming is becoming like my savior for like being more productive and getting work done. I almost can't believe how much I've gotten done on this thing in just 2 streams. Oh god, Jesus, dude, please no. Just like as a like, I mean, alright, yeah, later, bro. Take it easy. I'll fucking catch you around, man. Probably hang out tomorrow or whatever. Yeah, dude. Yeah, see, that's yeah. I mean, I almost feel like it's okay. So Pluto, are you talking about like it sort of happens once, and then after that, like every time you sort of like feel something on you, you just freak out? Because I know what you mean about that. Like, yeah, that sort of has happened to me too. Where like, yeah, I've had something on me, and then like, yeah, that shit sucks, dude. Because I feel like it takes a long time for you to sort of like get over that, you know. Yeah, I've definitely fucking been there, man. That shit, yeah. Yeah, and like I say, like, I don't know what the fuck these things are, because the things that we have here are like... Oh no, dude, please don't start telling me that's like, they've been in your hair, because that's just real, like, that's real scary, dude. Like, I can't. Please stop, no. Oh god, oh god. Oh fuck. Oh shit, that's fucking weak, man. See, I thought you meant like they were in your hair. That's some whole other shit. But just the fact that like your hair, okay, right, but your hair like, causing it to happen is, yeah. I mean, I'm not like laughing at you or anything, but that is kind of funny, man. Like, I just feel like that's just something that's like you kind of sort of gotta laugh at it, you know, just to like keep from not going into like a complete traumatic state or whatever. Cause yeah, that's fucking no good, dude. But yeah, we have these things here. It's like I was saying earlier, man. Like, I don't even know what the fuck they are. I've tried looking them up to figure out what they are, but I can't. I've never been able to successfully find it. But like, yeah. But yeah, like they're sort of like this weird cross between like. Yeah, like a silverfish and like a fucking centipede or whatever, and like, dude, they're the most terrifying things ever, and I've woken up and had one of those on me, and yeah, that's that shit where it's just like, yeah, just like you're saying, how just like any time after that where I feel something on me, I would just be like freaking out, you know, and it's just literally nothing, like a mote of dust falls weirdly on my arm or whatever, and I'm just like going into panic state, you know. I could just freaking out, like brushing your arm off and shit. It's just nothing there. It's like, luckily I live alone, so nobody thinks I'm like a fucking, you know, complete nut job or whatever. Which I don't need that to prove that anyway. Yeah, fucking, just fuck bugs altogether, dude. Let's just be honest. I'm just gonna make a blanket statement there and just say, like, I mean, it's like I say, they don't really like freak me out, but it's just like it's just the thought of like, yeah, just all the. It's just I never had a positive bug experience that I can really point to, right? So it's like, yeah, just not down with the bugs overall. Just gonna say it. I mean, what's a good bug, dude? You know, lightning bugs, right? I mean, a lightning bug. I have positive light. Okay, there we go. All right, I was searching the memories. I was like, come on, we gotta have good bug experiences, right? I mean, yeah, good bug experiences. Lightning bugs. I think that might be the only one. Like, do y'all even really see? I don't know what the fucking situation is up there. Do y'all really have like a lot of lightning bugs? Cause we get them. We used to get them a lot in the summertime. I feel like I don't know if that's like a climate change thing or what, but I don't really seem to notice them as much as I did when I was a kid. But that was definitely a big thing when I was younger, where we would like. Okay, yeah, maybe that's the thing, man. Cause I sort of live in like. It's not a big city by any means, but it is a city, and I sort of wonder if maybe that's the deal. Because growing up was sort of lived more in the suburbs and shit, and there were definitely a lot of them out there. But so I just wonder if maybe they're just not very common in the cities. Because I haven't seen them in a long time. But yeah, like when we were younger though, like we would you'd basically take like a spaghetti jar or whatever and like punch some holes in the top of it and like. I mean, I used to like basically make like a terrarium out of it where I'd put like a bunch of like, you know, like twigs and grass and like throw some rocks in there or whatever, and you'd catch lightning bugs and like put them in there, and then you'd like take them home with you, and like, yeah, fond memories of like the lightning bug terrarium on the dresser as I fall asleep or whatever. Like, it's definitely a very memorable thing from my childhood. But I don't know if y'all did that kind of thing up there, or if that was a fucking. If that's like a very common thing. Oh God! See now, why am I fucking? Now I got more bug stories too, but I don't even know if I want to go there. Yeah, I feel like I would like still do that if I like had to, if I like actually had the like ways and means. I would probably still do like catch some lightning bugs and do that. That sounds like super sappy or whatever, but I mean, did you do that when you were a kid, man? Did you used to fucking like? Did your parents ever fucking do that with you? Because that was definitely something my dad like sort of like taught us or whatever, like. Oh shit, man. Oh my god, holy fucking shit. Did not realize there were this many frames in this thing. Okay, yeah, no worries, no worries. Oh, I don't know how much of that you missed though, but like, did you hear about how I used to like catch lightning bugs? Or I was asking you if you did that too, but like, cause yeah, it was definitely like a big thing when I was younger, like, we basically, Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just remember like my dad showing us how to do that, and then like I sort of became like obsessed with it. Like, we would take like, yeah, we would take like. I mean, they sort of. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're not. It's not like a Disney cartoon or whatever, right? But they do sort of glow, though. I mean, I don't know. I remember them sort of glowing, but that's probably. Then again, that's probably like a total fucking memory fabrication thing, you know, where like, yeah, they probably really weren't that fucking right. Exactly. Yeah, no, that's definitely not that. It's not fucking like some Miyazaki shit going on there. Like, yeah, no, I feel like it's very misleading, like in the cartoons or whatever. But no, like, yeah, because I would make like a whole like little terrarium or whatever for them. I think it was more, for me, it was more about that than not necessarily about the fact that they would like actually glow. I think for me, it was just like a fascination thing. I was just fascinated by like creating this little environment for them, and then, you know, they would fucking hang out in there or whatever. But yeah, fucking, yeah, I definitely know what you mean, though. They definitely are not like, they definitely do not like glow. But I was sort of like always kind of like, yeah, obsessed with like making small like environments for like things to live in, or I guess just to be like super generic with it or whatever. Like that became a thing later when I was like a teenager. It sort of became a big thing for, it was like a period of time where like me and my brothers all sort of started to own like weird pets. I don't know what started that, man, but like yeah, like my brother had like an iguana and I had chameleons, and like I definitely like went all out trying to build like a terrarium for him to live in, and like yeah, I would put so much time and effort into that shit, and like yeah, that became, I like literally to the point where like we went to the hardware store and like I built a fucking like custom. Oh dude, they're so cool. Like chameleons are so fucking cool, dude. But they're definitely very hard to like keep properly, because you have to fucking maintain like a certain see, I'm going off on it. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what the best way to do this is, because I didn't realize how many frames this is. Did you see me like open up the fucking this animation folder and just like, Jesus, dude, like what have I done? Look at how many frames this is. But yeah, like dude, they're so cool, man. But I definitely found out the hard way. Like pup, that sounds extremely familiar. Yeah, why do I know that? Yeah, what have I done? Look at this, both of these, Jesus Christ. Yeah, why does that sound so familiar? Where are they from? Were they, yeah, what's that from? Or like what's like one of their singles or whatever, because that sounds extremely familiar. Okay. Oh, I have no idea what Dream Daddy is. What is that, dude? Did you put it in one of your playlists or something, maybe? Like, why do I know that, man? That does sound super fucking familiar, though. Like, maybe you mentioned it before. What is Dream Daddy, though? I feel like I need to have the full breakdown here. Like, what are we talking about here? What is that? What is Dream Daddy? Alright, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn this off. Actually, we'll just light this up. We're gonna do this. Dream Daddy. Oh no, dude. No, you're not being a downer, because I was gonna say that's basically my experience with them as well. I have very I know, right? Yeah, it's not something you expect there to be like a song written about. But as someone who kept chameleons, I could definitely see that being a thing. Because, like, I totally fell in love with mine, and like, they're so fucking just fascinating, man. They're just so cool, dude. They're just so alien, you know. It's like there's not, can't really think of very many other like animals, you know, or whatever that sort of look like them or act like them, or you know, all of it, man. Like, they're just so unique. And two, you know, it's not like the fucking, again, that's sort of like, I feel like that's the same thing as like the so I feel like that's the same thing as the lightning bugs or whatever, you know, is that they're not like Dream Daddy, dude. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, nice. Dad dating sim. I think I've seen someone play that, or like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I would definitely, yeah. Wait, so, okay, wait. I never said it was, dude. I'm mad you instantly jumped to that, dude. They were in Dream Daddy. You know what? Maybe that's where I heard of them from then, because I know that I've seen somebody play that, or I've heard of it, or whatever. Like, I've definitely, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So maybe that's where I like know that name from. But yeah, I'm mad that you really fucking jumped right to that. All right, anyway, so like, I mean, I didn't say anything about it being horny, dude. Like, you know, if you want to, like, you know, have a fucking fantasy about dating a dad, I mean, hey, it's all you, dude. There's nothing horny about it. But yeah, so like, yeah, they are extremely hard to fucking keep though, man, and I found that shit out the hard way. Like, I definitely like fell in love with mine and had built, literally like went to the fucking, oh wow, holy shit, this escalated extremely quickly. But I'm not judging, dude. I mean, look, no, absolutely no judgment. It's a judgment-free zone over here, dude. Yeah, I mean, no. Oh god, I can just see. Oh man, nice, dude. You know, I'm definitely gonna Google that later, dude, and find out who you're talking about. So, oh man. But yeah, I keep totally derailing here. But like, yeah, I definitely like, okay, where are these frames at? Oh, there isn't a frame. Okay, I know what I did here. But so yeah, so like I fucking literally built like a terrarium because I had a few of them over the years or whatever, and at one point I literally like went to the hardware store, bought all this shit, bought a bunch of like screen, and like just I went all out, dude. I mean, I don't know how much fucking money I spent. This is like, this is probably like shortly after I graduated high school or whatever, so I basically like, the first job I had, I was still, I was living with my mom for a little while, and so it was to the point where like I didn't really have anything to spend money on, you know. That didn't last long though, because then my stepdad became a dick and like made me start paying rent, and that's basically what ended up causing me to fucking get out of there. But anyway, we're not going into all that. But anyway, so like I fucking went and like, yeah, bought all this shit and built this fucking terrarium, and like fucking yeah, but like I it's like you have to maintain like a very strict temperature, you know, and like if you don't do that, man, like they can get sick, and like they literally can't like function properly, man. Their bodies just like can't function unless they're getting the correct amount of heat and the correct amount of light. And like, you know, you have to keep like a light cycle where like during the day you use a certain type of light, and then at night you use a different light, and like you know, you got to be feeding them a proper diet and like all this shit, man. And like I built this fucking terrarium, and it was just so not what was required, man. I was just young and dumb and didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And like the crickets, you know, because they would eat crickets, and the crickets would get out of the fucking thing because there were just holes all in this fucking thing. And like, so my bedroom just was constantly crickets all the time in my fucking bedroom, which like that's why I even fucking started talking about this, just because like the once again, to bring it full circle to the bug experience, like I definitely would have crickets just all the time randomly in the fucking, it's all over the fucking place. But yeah, like in mine. But so anyway, so like this, the fucking, it basically would get like cold in the house, and like it wasn't the right temperature, and like he fucking passed away, and like that shit was so devastating to me, man. Like I definitely, after that too, I was like, I'm not gonna ever own one of these things again unless I'm like able to have like a complete proper like habitat for them or whatever, because like it's just so hard to fucking maintain the temperature that they need and like all this other shit. If you're just living in an apartment, there's like no way you can really do that. And like but I mean, I would love to fucking have them again, just because they are so cool, and like they're like really antisocial, which I feel, I fucking identify with that. Fucking they don't like being held or anything like that, but they're just cool to look at, and like again, like building the environment for them to live in, and just like watching how they fucking climb around and like all that kind of shit. I mean, my ass went all out, dude. I had like a water pump in this fucking thing, and like try to build some like just completely pitiful fucking water feature or whatever, if you will, like but yeah, that was definitely fucking a whole like chapter of my life, was just being obsessed with these chameleons and like trying to have like a proper environment for them and shit. So I definitely can see how somebody would write a song about that, because I feel like they sort of feel like that's the kind of pet where like if you're into it, I feel like if you're gonna own one, you're into it anyway, right? But I feel like you definitely bond with them, it's like, because you sort of have to, man. It's like I say, they're very antisocial. You have to like acclimate them to you, and like even then, they don't like being fucking handled and shit, but you have to handle them when you're like cleaning the cage or fucking trying to feed them sometimes or whatever. So I don't know, I sort of feel like it's one of those like it's just like any other pet, I guess. Like you do sort of fucking bond with them, and like I could definitely see somebody writing a song about that shit. I'm about to look that shit up after too, man. Sleep in the heat, dude. I can definitely see, dude. That's like the perfect. Wow, dude. I feel like that's I'm already getting the vibes, dude. That's a good name for a song about fucking chameleon. Yeah, they're so cool though, man. And there's like lots of different fucking like varieties of them too. There's like much bigger ones, like panther chameleons, which are like the real big ones, and like they're super fucking, their colors are just insane. I feel like that's where you get the colors that you see in like cartoons and that kind of shit, man, where they're just like these insanely bright, like turquoise and red, and just these insane colors. But those are like exotic. You gotta pay a lot of fucking money and basically like go to like a breeder for those. But I don't know, that's one of those things like I'd like to fucking one day, it's never gonna fucking happen at this point, but like, it's like if I ever like got to the point where like I could have a house, man, I would definitely want to have like a chameleon room, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. That's like the ultimate. It's like I'll know I've made it. I know I've made it in life when I can have the chameleon room, dude. Let's just put it that way. I mean, did you have any like exotic pets or whatever when you were younger? I mean, I don't know if that's like a common thing, really. Like I say, that was definitely like a weird period in my whole like family, because like I say, my brother had like an iguana, and like, yeah, I still have no idea what even like brought all that on. Like, I think it was maybe because like my mom had gotten really into like fish at one point, and like we would go to the place that had the fish, and like they had a bunch of exotic shit. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, saltwater fish tank is dope. Like we never, yeah, my mom never had saltwater, but the place that we would go to had. Oh god, wait, what? What? How? What? How's that a fucking thing, dude? What is that? Explain that. I need the details, dude. Break it down. What the fuck happened there? Like the bass was just too powerful, or like what even I can't, I'm like not even able to like process this. Yeah, that looks chunky and stuff like that. Okay. Okay, right. That still looks weird. Oh, right. Oh god. Yeah, no, yeah. Oh god. A sea sponge? What the fuck even is that, dude? I mean, I know some SpongeBob type shit, but like, what are we talking about here, dude? Like, what was it? How was it killing everything? See, I don't even think I know like what a sea sponge actually looks like. I know that's. Oh my god. Yeah, but like, I mean, like I get that, dude. But like, what is it? What does a real one look like? Like, what is that? Like, and it killed the like, what is that? Yeah, like I'm having so much trouble like wrapping my head around this, because like that's one thing that weirds me. Like, aren't like, whoa, what? That's fucking wild, dude. The ocean is a fucking wild fucking place, dude. Like, I am so endlessly fascinated with that shit, man. Like, I love fucking watching, like, ocean documentaries and that type of show. I was super into that for a while. Right. Damn, yeah. What the fuck? That's insane, dude. Jesus. I'm gonna have to look that up, though. Like, what does a sea sponge even look like? I'm not even sure I know. But like, isn't that like, I mean, like real deal though? Aren't like real? Because you can get like real sponges, and aren't they like actual sea sponge? Like, isn't that the whole like genesis of what a sponge is? Like, kitchen sponge, you know what I mean? Like dish sponge or whatever. Like, isn't that like weren't early man using sea sponges as like that's where it all came from? But see, I don't know like what a wild one looks like. What does it look like when it's alive, you know? Like, does it really, is it totally SpongeBob status? I mean, is it really just like look like a sponge basically? Like, I have no idea, but I am insanely fascinated right now. It doesn't look like, I mean, it's fucked up, but I kind of thought that's what it would be. It's like I'm trying to make more out of it than what it actually is, you know? It's like I'm like super, like my mind is just becoming super active, and it's literally just, nah, it's just a rock. It's just a fucking rock looking thing. That is so crazy though, man. Like, what the fuck? Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I sort of feel like that's what a lot of like saltwater aquarium shit is. Like, I feel like it's a lot of like you have to figure out like what you can even keep together. Because like I said, my mom never had a saltwater aquarium, but the place that we would go to, it was just nothing but like exotic stuff, so they had tons of fucking saltwater aquariums in there, to the point where, like, man, I would even go so far to say almost half this place was saltwater aquariums. And it was a big place. It was like it was basically like a department store size place, and they had like corals, you know, like they would have all these tanks where they grew coral, and like I would just love going in there and just like staring at these fucking tanks, dude. It was just so fucking cool looking. But yeah, it always seemed to me like one of those things where like you're saying, like seems like it takes a lot of effort to like figure out what you can even just finding like the balance. Like you sort of have to create like the fucking yeah, I sort of feel like you have to sort of create the fucking like environment that they can live in, you know, like to the point where like all the different life forms or whatever have to be accounted for, like for a saltwater aquarium, because it's like I think that's like how the salt is processed or something. I don't fucking know. I'm totally just like trying to just make shit up at this point, but I do know that it is a lot of fucking work. It's like not something that's just like you can just fucking take some fish out of a bag and just like put them in there or whatever. It takes a lot of work to fucking create the proper environment and shit. So I guess it never really worked out for y'all either. Like it sounds like it was just a fucking headache. Just like one thing after another, everything killing each other, like. Where? Oh shit. Let's turn this back on. Okay. Fucking sea cucumber though. Like again, that's one of those things. Like I sort of know what one of those looks like. I mean, like I said, I definitely watched like a fuck ton of fucking like ocean documentaries. I was like super into that shit at one point. Like that's what I was telling Eskiden, like you need to look, just like watch some fucking, because he was asking about that the other day, you know. I gave him that piece of art that I had, and he said that it was giving him some ideas, so that was cool. But I told him, it's like, man, just literally like just watch some of those fucking documentaries, man, like because there's so much footage there, and like you know, it's like I think it helps sometimes to sort of have the video rather than just looking at photos, because you can sort of have like that sort of, you know, it's like it's not just like staring at like a fucking two-dimensional, I mean it is two-dimensional, but like, you know what I mean, it's like the camera pans around it or whatever, so you get to see more of it, just not just staring at it from like one angle, which I think helps with a lot of that shit like that, because they're just complicated shapes, and fucking definitely helps to like get the full picture there. Okay, alright, so that probably goes away. Although, do I need to... probably need to have like, something here. Yeah, I sort of feel like all that because I should, all the fucking saltwater animals are like very expensive. That's the one thing I remember too, just like going to that place and just like Yeah, like all the coral and shit they had there, I remember being super expensive. Like, but it's just another one of those things where, like, I feel like if you got the money and like the room for it, like you could definitely get super into that shit. Like, yeah, how long has it been? 3 hours. Yeah, midnight. Probably go for a little while longer. I might try and finish this animation up and then call it maybe. I got some other shit I want to work on too. Fucking, I like thought I'd finish this one thing up last night, but then I went and looked at it today, and it just wasn't fucking not up to my standards, if you will. Which isn't saying much, but I just feel like this part should sort of maybe go away on its own. Oops. Yes, actually, you know, I wonder. Oh yeah, hold on, I got it. What I'm gonna do with this. That's probably just not even gonna be noticeable. And it's hard to tell sometimes with like some of the effect animation stuff though. I think sometimes sometimes like those little details do, because check that out, that actually does look kind of sick. You actually can kind of see that part. That's definitely like one thing I've been learning a lot more about is like, yeah, just the effect animation. Sometimes those little details are actually what kind of make the whole thing. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Man, fucking Don Bluth. I, man, I was always like, yeah, yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, man, I I think when I was younger, I had like a massive appreciation for that shit, but I didn't really sort of like realize that until I was older and went back and watched a lot of his stuff. But like, dude, talk about just like a massively underappreciated fucking. I mean, he should be right up there with fucking Disney, dude. Like, you know, I mean, all of his stuff is just insanely detailed. Like, fucking, yeah, big time next level, dude. Like, nice. Wow, that's wow, dude. That's a big yeah, for sure. He definitely seemed like a real, like, down to earth, fucking very like friendly, very like I watched a documentary on his stuff not too long ago. I think it was just on YouTube, man. I might have to see if I can find where I saw that at and post it up if I can remember where the fuck I saw it. But yeah, he was super like, yeah, super like dad type figure with his like animation team and shit. And but dude, like, yeah, I just feel like everything he did was like I can't think of a single Don Bluth movie that just wasn't like insanely fucking well animated. Like fucking yeah, because like, yeah, dude, yeah, like, how the fuck, man, is he not more like talked about, dude? Like, that's what I just don't get, man. Like, Secrets of Nim, I think, was the first like animated movie that I remember seeing that just made me realize, like, you know, like that, like I want to do this, dude. You know what I mean? Like, and I think I was too young to even realize that, but I knew that it was just something that just like I was just so fucking drawn to it, dude. I watched that movie over and over and over. Oh yeah, dude, Rockadoodle was fucking. It is, yeah. It's super stylish, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how all this shit is. It's just so, like, I feel like, you know, Disney stuff is stylized too, but it just feels like, I don't know, man. His stuff just felt like on another level, dude. Like, his attention to detail, like the way that he would fucking just like you were saying, all his effect animations and like and that sort of goes into just like the clothing, you know, the lighting, like the fucking just the effects overall are some of the things that stand out most to me about his shit. The way his characters moved, like, and even, yeah, Rockadoodle, bro, that movie is, do you have no idea how much I watched that movie over and over and over. Fucking VHS, probably like burn that VHS the fuck out, dude. Like, and yeah, same thing though. I was never really big into fucking musicals, but I tell you, dude, I fucking watched the ever living fuck out of that movie, man. Like, but that's the thing, like, all his movies, like, I definitely, like, all his movies have like a very special place during like different periods of my life, you know. Like I said, like, Secret and Nim was like maybe one of my earliest. Like, I still remember watching like Fern Gully that wasn't Don Bluth, but I'm saying I still remember watching like Fern Gully for the first time, like, fucking yeah, like Land Before Time, American Tail, like, all, dude, like all those, man. Like, I just it's like whenever I think about like movies from my childhood, it's always animated stuff. Like, I can't ever tell you what the fuck else I was watching, you know. Like, but all those movies just really stuck with me and like left a huge impression on me. And like, yeah, especially his movies though, man. I mean, I feel like a lot of the Disney stuff, the only Disney movies that really stuck with me over the years, like, was fucking Sleeping Beauty and like and fucking Rescuers, like Rescuers Down Under and shit. But other than that, like, you know, I appreciate like the Disney movies, but I just feel like they were just kind of sort of, I don't know, man, just sort of like generic, if you will, like, especially compared to Don Bluth stuff, man. I mean, fucking, yeah, dude. Who? I'm not even sure I know who is that. Mary Blair. That's probably one of those things where I'm like totally okay, nice. Yeah, Sleeping Beauty. I just have such a fucking nice. Okay, I think I know who you're talking about. Then she did like the sort of like concept art stuff. Is that right? Like I think I know who you're talking about now. Because yeah, like the first time, well, Sleeping Beauty, man, just the whole sequence with the fucking the dragon and like going into the fucking like the bramble forest or whatever, like all that shit is just burned into my brain, like completely nice. Yeah, okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that movie has such a like unique look to it, man. I feel like it's well, yeah, because like we said, yeah, Alice in Wonderland, I guess too. Like, did she do any of the other ones? I mean, those I think Sleeping Beauty just did have such a distinct look to it, though, compared to the other ones. Like, I mean, I know too, like, there's lots of fucking, I don't think it's controversial or anything, but obviously Disney reused a lot of that fucking animation over the years and shit, you know, so I feel like after a while, a lot of the movies just became, they didn't look as distinct, you know, it's like everything started to look the same. I mean, everything sort of started to have that Disney look to it, you know. But yeah, Sleeping Beauty for sure fucking stands out, dude. Just the whole sequence, like I say, with the fucking dragon and like the forest just being like all overgrown. Just the look of that forest and shit, like with the brambles and yeah, just fucking. But yeah, dude, Don Bluth, just absolute master of the fucking genre, if you will. Like, I really want to fucking. Oh wow, okay. Oh shit. What? What, really? Holy shit. Wait, what, dude? That is just, yeah, that's one of those things where I would never in a million years imagine that. Like, yeah, because what was Ferngully? Was that wasn't Disney, right? Was that one of the like weird, like, sort of like, whoa, what? That's nuts, man. See, I wouldn't see that at all, dude. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, that's Ferngully sort of had a weird Don Bluth look to it. Was he not involved in that at all, though? Like, I feel like some of the characters sort of had his look to them. But like, that's one of those ones that just sort of is like very unique. There's not a lot else like that shit, man. Like the story and fucking just yeah, like I haven't seen that shit in so long, dude. That's one of the things I was just getting ready to say, though, is I really want to go back and watch so much of that shit, because I haven't seen it since I was a little kid. But Ferngully was one of those ones where, like, I remember going over to my friend's house, lived across the street, like, and watching that for the first time and just being like, yeah, just like glued to the TV, dude. Like, fucking. Just yeah, man, shit. I worked on the fucking Rugrats, dude. I just think that's like such a fucking like piecemeal, like, how do you go from well, I guess Tron was before Ferngully, right? But like, how do you go from fucking, that's such a weird thing, man. Like, I guess too, though, it's like back in the day, man, well, even still though, like finding work in animation, it's like you gotta sort of take it where you can get it. Like, but I wouldn't even see that, like, that dude, yeah, working on the Rugrats movie too. Like, as I bet you if I go back and watch them, though, you can sort of see the fucking, you can probably sort of see like a lot of that like trademark type, you know, look and shit. Yeah, that's really something that I like need to almost like devote some time towards doing, is like finding all those old movies and going back and rewatching all that shit, because yeah, I couldn't tell you the last time I saw, well, Secrets in Them I think is on YouTube for free, so I'd watched that not too long ago. But as far as like all the other shit though, man, like it's definitely been a minute, dude. I had Disney Plus like last year, and I watched like Fantasia again, and yeah, I'd watch Sleeping Beauty again. But yeah, it's been so long, man, since I've seen like I definitely want to watch like An American Tail, and like yeah, dude, like Land Before Time, All Dogs Go to Heaven, like Rock-a-Doodle. Like, I want to watch all that shit again, because I cannot tell you the last time I saw any of those movies, man. Like, nice. But yeah, like, man, fuck. Yeah, like, Secrets in Them, dude. That whole sequence with like the owl, the like old owl, and he has like this like cobweb that's all like wrapped around him, dude. The animation on that is just like next level. I don't think I've ever even seen anything come close to like that level of fucking like detail and just fluidity in the animation. It's like I almost wonder like man, how many frames were they using, and like were they using some kind of special technique? Like, I feel like a lot of that shit has almost probably just been like lost to time, dude, because you just don't see anybody able to sort of like do that kind of shit anymore, man. Like, I mean, I feel like there's been a resurgence, you know, in the last, I don't know, like decade or whatever. Like, animation's really come back strong, but there's still just so much of that shit that just, I feel like, has never really been recreated, you know? Like, even to the point where, like, a lot of the animated shows that were on during that time period, too, were just animated so well, man. But, like, I know a lot of that, too, was, like, joint ventures between like Japanese studios and American studios. It's just shit that isn't done anymore, man. Like, it's just not even like financially feasible, I guess, nowadays. But like, yeah, I just fucking, it's like whenever I think about like, you know, the shit I grew up watching, it's like, it's no wonder why I'm like so obsessed with animation and why I like doing it so much. It's just because that's all I grew up on, you know. It's like I just don't remember really watching any sort of like live action I mean, that's not true. I mean, it's definitely like later, I guess, like in the sort of like early mid 90s, it was like a decent amount of that, like you know, fucking Power Rangers and shit or whatever. But like, yeah, I mean, just, yeah, I was just fucking fascinated and still fascinated with animation. Like, yeah, goddamn, man. Do you like own any of that stuff though? Like, that's the thing, man. Like, I almost wish I had like just straight up taken some of that stuff when I moved out, because a lot of that was like my mom owned all those VHSs and stuff. I could have probably just sort of like smuggled them out of there, but because I don't know what happened to all that shit, man. Like, but yeah, like, because you said you were getting that disc drive, right? Like, do you have a lot of those still? Because like, man, I seriously want to watch all that shit so bad, dude. Like I say, it's been such a long time, and two, like, I wouldn't even know. I need to like track down where. Yeah. Oh shit, I don't know, dude. Need to like put together a comprehensive list or whatever. Like, yeah. Well, would you even have a way to watch that shit on like the PC though? Like, cause I'm saying, dude, we, you know, not trying to like, I don't know, dude. I just really want to like hang out and watch shit, you know? Like, it's just fucking, yeah. It's like we just have we have like the same taste and shit, and like, I just have no other way to watch a lot of that shit. I mean, I do, but I need to fucking like pay for streaming services, and my broke ass can like barely afford to fucking yeah. Like, I mean, you know, it's like $10 a month isn't that big of a deal, but it kind of is, and like, yeah, I mean, like, anytime you're just like sitting around and not doing shit, and you feel like doing something like that, dude, or maybe we just need to like make plans to fucking do that shit. I don't know. I just feel like, well, not anymore, but like it's almost to the point now where like Fridays and Saturday nights are the only nights that I have free at this point. But yeah, it's like, man, fuck. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind hanging out and watching some shit there. Yeah, I mean, I have like a decent DVD collection, but a lot of it is like, I mean, I got lots of anime and like lots of fucking just random ass like early 2000s movies. Like I don't know if y'all had that shit up there, dude, but we used to have the fucking because I don't think it's a thing anymore, but we used to have the like Columbia House, which was like this, they'd send you this thing in the mail every month, and you could basically pick like a fuck ton of movies for like $10. They would just give you like a fuck ton of movies, and like I was obsessed with that shit, man. So that's where a lot of my like movie collection comes from. Like so I definitely don't have like a lot of old, well, I do have a decent selection of like older stuff, but yeah, I feel like most of the movies I own are shit I just don't even watch anymore, you know? Like, oh, so y'all did have that? Yeah. I was like obsessed with it, dude. Like, well, that's sort of what started it for me, was like it would come in the mail, and I was sort of like too young to like, I didn't yet have a job or anything, and it would come in the mail, and I would just like, yeah, I would just look at it, I would just stare at it, dude. I was like, oh, look at all these movies, like what are all these? And then like when I got my first job, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking do this, dude. Like I've always wanted to, like I'm just gonna go ahead and start fucking buying this shit. And like, yeah, I was just like, dude, they would like send me like, yeah, well, you would just get like a box every month or whatever, just full of fucking shit, man. And like, when I think back on it though, I bought a lot of shit, you know, I bought a lot of fucking junk that I just was like, I was only buying it because it was like $10 or whatever, you know. But fucking, yeah, I just like, yeah, I need to just like, I don't know, I probably can't get shit money for any of that, but definitely need to like overhaul my collection. I feel like it's very lacking. Like it's just basically all the shit from back then. And yeah, fucking like I say, like very low. There's basically like, I have a big ass fucking bookcase, but I want to say maybe like 2 shelves of it are worth keeping, and the rest of it's just junk. Like, or just shit that I just haven't watched in a long time and probably doesn't hold up very well. But I mean, yeah, I got like, you know, fucking, I don't know, I got like a lot of like the old Guillermo del Toro movies, and like that Big Fish movie, like I had that on DVD, fucking but just like so much like 90s anime too. I got like a real nice Evangelion box set. That's the thing, man, when that new Evangelion box set came out, man, I was like, yeah, this is cool, but I feel like I have this one that's like super nice, man, and I've just been like, man, if I buy this, like I must feel like I'm like cheating on my box set that I have, you know. It's like I couldn't afford that new one anyway, but fucking yeah. Undertaking. Yeah, wait, do I even want to get into this? I mean, it's 12:30. Yeah, still got other shit I need to do too. Yeah, I don't know, man. Fuck. It's like the fucking. What's the word I'm even looking for? It's like the. Yeah, I don't know. Mush brain. Fucking mashed potato brain. That's what I felt like when I fucking woke up this morning. Just like total. It's like felt like mashed potato brain. That was like that was like the phrase that came to mind. I was like, man, I'm just in a brain fog right now. Like I'm just fucking totally out of it. Like I think I maybe got like 6 hours of sleep over the last 2 days, you know. So I was like, man, I was like, do I even want to stream tonight? But I definitely felt better as the day went on. I fucking, got something to eat and then fucking took a nap, took a decent fucking nap. But that's wait, what was I even fucking talking about there? Oh, well, that's like almost the dilemma. Is like, I'll get like super caught up in the stream sometimes, and two, it's just nice to hang out, like. And it's just like, man, should I keep going? I mean, I'm not like keeping you or anything, right? I mean, you probably you gotta go to work tomorrow, right? Like, well, go to work. You have to like wake up and do work, I guess. Not really going anywhere, but. What the fuck where did that come from? Where did copy 15? What the fuck? No, I mean, that's all. I'm like sitting here like, no, don't feel bad. That's how I feel. It's like, yeah, that's what I was like. I'm almost in this dilemma where like, we haven't hung out in a long time, and like I've missed hanging out, and now it's just like, yeah, I just sort of want to keep hanging out, but like, yeah, you have to probably get to bed, and like I have other shit I gotta do too, and like, it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I said, we just gotta like, I don't know, gotta figure out a like way around each other's schedule and shit and start hanging out. Because yeah, I feel like, dude, the past few months have just been just insane. And I feel like hopefully that's coming to an end now, and things can just chill out, and maybe we can start fucking hanging out. I mean, I say that things are like calming down, but like, I swear to God, dude, it just feels like the fucking world is ending. Like, it's like, it's like we sort of like, it's come up on the Discord or whatever a few times, but like, I swear to God that this whole like, the fucking Pandolce just feels like it's getting worse. It doesn't feel like anything is getting better or that this is coming to an end. It feels like everything is getting worse. But like, people are trying to act like it's not getting worse, like, I mean, the price of gas keeps going up again, and like, I swear to God, every time I go to the grocery store now, it's like half the fucking shelves are empty. It's just like everything, and like, like, it's like, even to go back to the 7-Elevens being closed, like, what the fuck is that all about, dude? It just feels like everything is just like breaking down for real. Like, that's not what I want to do. I don't know, it's almost one of those things. It's like, what the fuck is even life gonna be like on the other side of this shit, man? Because I really do feel like nothing is gonna go back to any kind of normal. It's like, I mean, just look at like your job situation. It's like you'll probably never have to go back into the office ever again. It's like definitely feel like everything has changed now, man. Like, but I don't know. Like, it's probably, I don't know if it's an irrational fear, but like, you know, dude, like, I don't have any, I don't want to fucking, I feel like I don't know. I'll be real, totally fucking honest with you right now, dude. Like, and I feel like I'm trying so hard, like, to not start crying, but, yeah, dude, like, you know, I have no fucking real life friends, dude, you know, and, like, just, like, one thing that I keep worrying about is that, like, everything's gonna go back to normal, and, like, everybody's gonna go back to their normal lives, and, like, I don't have a fucking normal life, dude, you know, and, like, I've just gotten so used to being able to, like, hang out with people and shit, and, like, yeah, dude, like, I don't want to go back to that, dude, you know, like, I don't want to fucking, yeah, dude, I don't want to go back to the way things were before, man. I don't want to go back to, like, being alone and just, like, fucking, yeah, I don't know, man. I definitely, yeah, like, I've never had a fucking, yeah, I just have, like, such a hard time making friends, dude, like, and I know it hasn't been easy either, like, and that's something I feel, like, real bad about, dude, like, is that you've helped me a lot, like, the last few months, and, like, but I've definitely, like, not made things easy for you, and it's just been, like, fuck, dude, like, yeah, that's, like, no good, you know, but, like, I don't know, man, like, I can't just, like, I don't wanna fucking, I know, dude, yeah, I know, it's just, like, yeah, I don't know, it's just everything's so, like, uncertain, you know. Yeah, I don't mean to get, like, super, like, introspective or whatever, but it's just, like, it's one of those things that I've been thinking a lot about, you know, because, like, I've just wanted to get the fuck out of here and just, like, find a group of people that, like, I can fucking be with, and just, like, yeah, and it's like, I feel like I found that, you know, but it's like, where do I go from here, dude, you know, it's like, this isn't gonna last forever, you know, I guess that's just what I'm worried about, is that, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's like, I always get, like, I get, like, weirded out sometimes, you know, because I notice that, like, the VODs get a lot of views, and I'm like, dude, who is watching these things, dude, you know, like, who's, like, I got, like, people, like, creeping on me, or what's the deal here, dude, like, because I feel bad almost sometimes, like, man, I will just totally, like, rant about some random ass shit sometimes, and it's like, who am I subjecting this to, you know, like, it is the tag, I definitely think it's the tag, so I put the depression tag in there and shit. Well, yeah, too, yeah, I'm mad that I jumped instantly to, like, the depression, but see, that's what I wonder about sometimes, though, it's like, I wonder if people will search out, like, the depression or, like, the ADHD, you know, just because, like, you know, they want to identify with somebody or whatever. I totally get that, you know, and it's like, oh, you're definitely getting a fucking depression stream, dude. You're getting the struggle stream, dude. There's a reason why I threw that tag, and I was like, you know what, there's no shame, let me just fucking put this on here. There's no shame in this. I'm gonna own this shit, you know, like, as a warning. Yeah, I sort of felt like the same thing, because I was worried if I'm gonna get, like, yeah, well, that was the first couple of streams were definitely like that, where I was constantly just getting, distracted in my work, where I wasn't able to focus on like one aspect of what I was doing. I kept jumping between, like, I would be like inking one thing and then start inking something completely different. I think I've gotten way better about that. But like, yeah, I definitely know that, like, yeah, I still will get distracted sometimes. Like, I feel like that usually happens early in the stream. Like, the longer it goes on, I sort of get like just completely sort of focused. But I know, like, sometimes, yeah, I still get distracted and will just be like floaty. I think when I'm coloring, it gets real bad. I noticed when I was doing the fucking that last piece, when I was coloring that robot, there were some points in time there where I was just like, oof, like, what am I doing, dude? Like, this is, because like I started to realize like how random I am when I color anyway, you know, like, is that I'll just sort of like, which is, things started to make a lot more sense about my workflow. I was like, oh yeah, it's like, this is why I color everything on its own layer, because like I have such a hard time finding the right colors sometimes that like I just end up picking a color or picking like a hue, I guess. You know, it's like, I want this to be like a green or whatever, so I'll just pick some random green or whatever, and then it doesn't look the way I want it to, or it's not the way I imagine it, or it doesn't gel well with the surrounding colors. So then I'll just like go into the hue saturation adjustment and then I started to realize when I was doing that piece, I was like, damn, dude, I spend a lot of fucking time just like fucking around, like doing that, you know. And I didn't really realize that until I was like on stream sitting there for maybe like half an hour fucking with one single color. I think you saw some of that because when you came on stream that one time, it was when I'd switched everything to the purple color or whatever, where it had been like gold, the character had been like a gold color before. And that was sort of like the tail end of that, where I was just like, I think the beginning of that stream was just big time struggle session, dude, where I was just literally like, dude, this is just not. Yeah, I think you saw like the tail end of that, like that, the beginning of that was real bad though, dude. I was just like, it got to one point where I was literally just like, I had my head in my hands and I was just staring at the screen. I was like, what am I doing, dude? I'm like, what am I doing right now? Like, people are watching this, like, this is terrible. Because I just kept like fucking with this one color, you know, and it was just like, oh god, this is fucking terrible, man. But you know, it's like the results are sort of what matters, right? And it's like, I feel like that piece turned out really, really good. Like, I'm super proud of how that turned out, and like it's gotten a lot of good reception and shit, so that's sort of like what makes it all worth it, right? Like when you're sitting there and you're like in the middle of it and you're like, man, what am I doing, dude? But then when like people are praising you, or like, you know, you're getting the serotonin boost from the fucking upvotes or whatever the fuck, you're just like, you know what, this was worth it. I did the right thing here. Like, all that like headache of me just like staring at the screen for half an hour, like adjusting a hue slider or whatever, you know, like it was all worth it. Which, like, you'll see tomorrow, man, but I've been working on fucking turning that into, like, a animated thing for a reel on Instagram. Like, I definitely, like, edited I've just been fucking around with it big time in After Effects, but you'll see. I'm gonna throw that up tomorrow. It was pretty much done today, but then when I went and looked at it, there was something wrong at the end of the clip that I'm gonna fix after this. But yeah, I'm gonna post that up tomorrow. Which, like, dude, I was gonna ask you, man, how do you find all those good filters on the Reels thing on Instagram? Because I swear to God, every time I use it, it's just, it's not to say they're garbage, but like, dude, I just am not happy with like a lot of the shit that I find on there, and like I haven't figured out. Okay. Yeah, that's probably my problem, because I definitely don't be doing that. Well, I watch yours and I'm just like, dude, these look amazing. And then I go in there and I'm like, why do these all look like shit? Like, why can't I find, where's the good shit? Where's the ones that Pluto uses? Yeah, I guess that's what I need to do. I need to look at like the fucking, right, because doesn't it like put the, okay. What do you mean you type in weird shit? That's a very blanket, like, generic statement. I mean, I could type in some weird shit. Doesn't mean I'm gonna get anything worth a fuck, dude. Like, be more specific. Like, what are you typing in now when you look for stuff? Like, are you just like, look, okay, yeah. That makes sense. I mean, it's the fucking algorithm at work. That's definitely how... Wait, how do you do that, though? I feel like total fucking, like, geezer, fucking boomer status, like, sometimes fucking around on there, man. Because I'm like, dude, why can't I find what I'm looking for on here? Like... Okay, yeah, see, that's what I think I need to do more of, is just, like, look for, like, keywords and shit. I wasn't doing that at all. Yeah, that's what I need to do, man. Alright, good call. Yeah, like, literally ever since I've been fucking with it, I was like, I just need to ask Pluto, because, like, they're all theirs always look really cool, and, like, I'm just over here just, like, struggling. Like, you don't even want to know, dude. I was just literally up at like 6 a.m. the other day. Just like, I was like, okay, there has to be one in here that's like worth a fuck. And I was just totally gave up. I was like, I hate to even. I was like, I didn't just stay up till 6 o'clock to fucking not post this shit. But yeah, I am. Because these do not look good. And like, even the one that I ended up posting I wasn't happy with, but like, I didn't even use the filter for that. I just like fucked around in After Effects and I was just like, this is good enough, I guess. Yeah, that's what I need to do though. I need to search for like TV or maybe just like vaporwave or something. Like, I didn't even know you could really search though. Like, where? I mean, yeah, it sounds like total fucking boomer status, but like, where do you even search for? You just search like you would search anything else? There isn't like a separate search thing for that, is there? Like, did I already duplicate that? Which one is this? Okay, yeah, cool. Oh wait, well, this is 32. Okay, so, okay. Scroll enough to one side, there's a magnifying glass, and if you click on that, you can start. Okay, alright. Okay, alright, I'll look for that then when I do it next time. I don't know how I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just never noticed that. Okay, so there is no final frame. It's just 23. No, there is a frame. What is this? Oh, wait. Is there a blank frame? There must be. Oh, did I forget to? No, there is one there. Okay. No, this layer's not even on. Oh my god. Alright, well, I know what. Okay. I think I think we are at the point where I am gonna have to call it, because this is that point where it's just like nothing is fucking making sense or whatever, you know? It's like I'm just totally fumbling. Why isn't that? Okay, I totally missed a frame here. But yeah, I definitely feel like that's like a good use of that like real thing, is to basically like take a lot of like my, you know, the old artwork and just like repurpose it using the fucking, using that shit. That's what I'm gonna try and use it for, because yeah, I think you sort of, I mean, I like the way you've been using it, just like plugging in your art into like the weird ass filters and seeing what it sort of comes up with, you know. Alright, so that's done. And this. So what's going on here? Okay, so yeah, I do need to duplicate that one more time. So turn that off. Throw these keyframes on here, and then take a look at it, and then I think I'm gonna call it, because yeah, it's getting kind of late. I still have to finish that animation up in After Effects. Oh man, have you been watching any of the fucking Carpetbaggers stuff recently? Cause like, dude, he's been like in fucking Florida like all week or whatever, and man, he did one the other day that I watched, and it was like some kind of like mermaid museum or whatever, and like, dude, it was just a fucking, like, a whole time I was watching, I was like, dude, this is like, yeah, this is totally Pluto shit right here. Like, it was just so fucking random. Like, it was just some of the most random shit I've ever seen. Alright, I feel like there's some weirdness going on here though. Why does it look like... Looks good. Oh, yeah, it's all good, dude. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I've just been like binging shit, you know, where like, because I'll go for like I'll go for long periods without watching any of that stuff, so I'll have like a bunch of shit to get caught up on, and that's what I've sort of been doing, like, yeah, because I'm still behind on his stuff, but like, yeah, just like all week, I would just, well, usually like when I'm done streaming, that's what I'll do, I'll just go put on a couple videos and chill out, because yeah, it's like, man, I just feel so dead after the stream most of the time. Like, I feel like I just still been having a hard time like getting used to like talking this much, you know. But yeah, so like I just feel like drained after the fucking stream, man. I'll just go and like zone out fucking watching a YouTube video, or usually like 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever. Like, I just binge the fuck out of some shit. Just like snack on some fucking pretzels and peanut butter, not even gonna lie, it's been like my go-to snack lately. Yeah, total midnight snack status. But yeah, besides like watching his stuff, I haven't been really watching anybody. I'm just so far behind. I mean, I just don't have time for shit anymore, man. Like, miss the days when I could just like, yeah, fucking, I'd watch like just literally don't have time for shit anymore. It's literally it. I mean, it's like I was saying earlier, dude, like Friday and Saturday nights are my only free, it's literally the only free time I have anymore. Like pretty much all my other time is pretty much spoken for. Alright, let's see, just gonna go ahead and drag all these out and then I'm gonna call it. I think that's alright, cool. Yep. Something weird is still happening. Oh. Alright, cool. Now something weird is still happening, but it's whatever, I'll figure it out. Nice. Alright, dude, it's, no worries. I'm gonna call it right now. But yeah, dude, thank you for hanging out, man. It's been really fun. And yeah, always appreciate you coming through. No worries. Get some rest. Have a good day at work tomorrow. Blah 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 blah. I'll see you around. Yeah. Take it easy. And I'm gonna go ahead and call it here anyways. Because, shit, I mean, to be honest, there isn't even really that much left to do. Do this. I still need to do the hair. Keep putting that off because that's going to be a pain in the ass. I really think I'm just going to use like the polyline tool or whatever for that. Rather than trying to do that by hand because it's just so flowing. Everything needs to like flow together. But yeah. Good stream overall. Thank you to everyone who came out and hung out and listened to me rant about whatever chaotic ass shit. You know, I guess lots of horror stories about bugs and rodents and shit tonight. It is what it is. It was a good time though. Always appreciate everyone that comes out. And yeah, let's see, today's Sunday, so Tuesday. See y'all on Tuesday. Later. Peace.